This week's Torah portion is the portion of Noach. All of us are familiar with the famous story of the flood, the destruction of the world as they knew it, and Noach's developing and furthering the continuance of human civilization. But let's look for a moment in last week's Torah portion when Noach is actually introduced, when he is born. The Torah says that Lemech vayoled lo ben. Lemech has a ben, presumably what we would call a son. But then immediately afterwards it says, Vayikra et shmo Noach lemor, ze yenachamenu mima'asenu u'mi'itzbon yadenu. Why was he called Noach? So he should be a nechama mima'asenu, from our deeds, u'mi'itzbon yadenu, from the various doings and dealings of our hands. What exactly does this mean? Rav Shamshon Raphael Hirsch says a tremendous insight. He says the word ben actually comes, as we know, from bniyah, from building, but what happened was prior to Lemech's dedication and proclamation of the purpose of his son, many people felt that everything in the world was for their purpose. All of the doings that would evolve around them was for their own creativity, not recognizing that ultimately everything is with the purpose of creation, the purpose of God, the purpose of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of God above. That is the resonance that we have to ultimately recognize. Lemech was the first to recognize this, and he calls his ben Noach. He doesn't say that it should be a nechama, a comfort towards our doings, but mi ma'asenu, from all of our doings. In other words, all of our doings, all of our actions, all of our purpose in this world is for ben, for a son, for propagating and furthering, promoting continuity and all of civilization and life to come. Ben, he says, comes from the word levena. Levena in Hebrew is a brick. A ben is a building brick towards the next action. And therefore he says that Noach is not only nechama, it's not classically as we would know it, Noach menucha, to comfort, to have solace, and to have peace and tranquility. No, he says Noach also comes from the word nun vav ayin, lanua. Lanua is to move, to cause a course of action. The purpose of Noach was to give comfort, but only through our actions, through understanding that everything we do in this world is levena, is in order to build, to construct, to further promote good, positive morals, ethics, values in this world so that civilization can develop as we would know it. This is what is important and focal. Ultimately, what we have to recognize is our continuity, our furtherance within this world, developing a purpose is completely dependent upon our being able to promote and further future relationships. The relationships of our children, of our grandchildren, of our families, being able to further civilization as such. This week, I am in touch with a family who lost their daughter to suicide, as did we. And unfortunately, all of us always mention this is the club that none of us want to belong to. But we do. And we're really the only people who can understand one another, and so we converse with one another. This family is a lovely family, and they've been in touch with us since their daughter's demise. And this past week, they had a second grandson, a second ben, born into their family, which would offer them Noach, menucha, comfort. But they completely understand. When he spoke to me, the grandfather who I'm in touch with, he said, I understand that this is the way that we can take our daughter's memory and further levena, further build and construct the future of our family, the future of the family of the Jewish people, Am Yisrael and Eretz Yisrael. This is the Torah way, this is the Jewish way, and it remains so many others' ways as it is Gila's way. Shabbat Shalom.